What's good, Hoop Scoop fam? It's your boy Jake Wilbur, and today we're going to be talking about Isaiah Thomas's return to the court after 7 long months and what that means for the Cavs moving forward. Let's get it. Alright guys, so before we get into the Isaiah Thomas video, I want to let you know about something really cool going on over at our Instagram page at HoopScoopTV. For the next 7 days, and the next 7 days only, we're going to be following back every single Instagram account that follows us. And the really cool thing about this, guys, is that we're going to be interacting with you so much more. That's really one of my big plans for this channel moving forward, is to just create a solid community of basketball lovers. I want to interact with all of you guys. I want to know what's going on in your guys' basketball worlds. So make sure you like us and give us a follow in the next 7 days, and we'll make sure to follow you back. So now let's get into the Isaiah Thomas video. Alright guys, so Isaiah Thomas ended up making his heavily anticipated Cavs debut last night against Portland Trail Blazers, and he went for 17 points in just 19 minutes because he was on a little bit of a minutes restriction. So for those of you who don't remember or recall, the reason why and Danny Ainge was quoted by saying one of the reasons they traded for Kyrie Irving during the summer was because they were concerned about Isaiah Thomas's hip situation and what that meant for his career moving forward. This dude was absolutely amazing last year, finished 5th in the MVP voting, and dominated the playoffs for the Celtics before getting injured, playing shortly after the death of his little sister. And this guy showed a ton of moxie, just absolutely balling out in the playoffs with such a heavy heart, and you know, giving his all to the Boston fan base and the Celtics organization. So IT2 had a lot to prove last night, you know, definitely coming back from that hip injury. A lot of people didn't think he was going to be the same, so this was interesting for me to watch because I really wanted to see how he reacted to the criticism and people saying that he wasn't going to be as explosive, that mentally he was going to be off his game, and he really answered the call. And he definitely shut up a lot of the critics that were on him and the Celtics organization, who obviously thought that this hip injury was going to be a career-ending or career-altering injury. He showed a lot last night. He showed a little bit of explosiveness, and he showed the ability to get to the rack. One of the biggest things with Isaiah Thomas, especially, you saw it late in the playoffs last year, he is fearless when it comes to going to the rack, drawing contact, and finishing through contact. And I thought that was the best sign that you could have seen from IT2 last night. So on top of showing us that he has the ability to still explode past his defender with that really quick first step to the rack and finish through contact, one thing that I really loved about IT2's game last night was that he was working the pick and roll. When Isaiah Thomas is hitting on all cylinders, deadly in the pick and roll game, and he was hitting open shots, coming off the pick, finding the open guy, and that was a really positive sign for me, because after you take 7 months off, he was spending those 6 months rehabbing his hip, trying to get healthy again. And so to see his basketball IQ on display and still have that feel for the game was really positive thing for me to see and for a lot of Cavs fans to see. So the real question is what does the return of Isaiah Thomas mean for the Cavs moving forward? And does this make the Cavs any more well-equipped to, you know, defeat the Warriors in a 7-game series? Think about it this way. It's the Cavs and everybody else. Yeah, Toronto's showed signs, Celtics have showed signs, the Wizards have showed signs, and the Bucks have showed signs, but that has not shown me anything, because come playoff time and time again, we see Cleveland just roll through the East onto the NBA Finals. So until someone can show me that they can put a stop to that, I'm just kind of chalking them up for another NBA Finals appearance. So that means we got to think about, what does IT2's return to the court mean for the Cavs facing the Warriors or the Rockets, probably be competing for an NBA title as well. And can the return of IT2 to this Cavs lineup make them a formidable force to beat someone out of the West in a 7-game series? We're not going to see the real answer to that question for a while. The NBA regular season is a totally different animal in and of itself. Super teams like the Warriors and the Cavs kind of just coast through the regular season in the hopes of, you know, we're going to get to the finals again, so we want our players well rested, ready to go when that time comes. Because of that, I think they're going to really restrict restrict Isaiah Thomas's minutes coming back from this hip injury, and I think that we're gonna definitely see him make a slow progression through the regular season. So once the playoffs hit, I think the thing that we got to look for the most when it comes to the Cleveland Cavaliers having a shot at dethroning the Warriors this season, how well Isaiah Thomas is going to play with LeBron James. LeBron James has had the ball in his hand a ton this early NBA season, so I think that having Isaiah Thomas back is really going to alleviate some of that pressure off of LeBron's shoulders and kind of give him a little bit more rest, be full go and ready to go when it comes to the playoffs. So looking forward to the rest of the regular season, I think the biggest thing that Cavs fans need to be looking for is just how comfortable Isaiah Thomas looks with the Cleveland offense and how he's assimilating to playing with a brand new team. You know, he still has Jay Crowder out there that he played with over in Boston, but there's a lot of new faces too. He's got to get used to playing with a guy like LeBron. He's got to get used to playing with a bunch of shooters out there like J.R. Smith and Kyle Korver and Tristan Thompson, you know, all those dudes that the Cavs have. He's got to build that chemistry over time, and I think the regular season is going to be his opportunity to do that. But we're really not going to see what the Cavs' full potential is until the playoffs, when they're playing all their dudes full minutes, full go, and we're seeing them play together. Because I think in the end they're going to have Isaiah Thomas on the floor with LeBron James a lot in the playoffs. Brings me to my next question: can this Cleveland Cavaliers team, as currently constructed, beat the Warriors in a 7-game series? And you know, it's tough for me to say right now, but I think adding Isaiah Thomas and Jay Crowder, a guy that can definitely defend on the perimeter against KD, that's a huge pickup for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's going to take off a little bit of the burden for LeBron James guarding KD throughout the duration of a 7-game series. So kind of put that off on Crowder and Jeff Green. Isaiah Thomas is really interesting, and I don't like to doubt the kid because he always comes back, you know, stronger and better than ever. I remember that when he was at Washington, no one thought he was going to be a guy that's done what he's done in the NBA, and he has been absolutely astonishing to see. Second round pick and, you know, becoming a perennial all-star and a guy that finished 5th in the MVP voting last year. When you couple Isaiah Thomas, Jay Crowder, Jeff Green, those guys together with the best player in the world, which is LeBron James, I think a formula for success. But I don't know if it's necessarily enough to beat that crazy good Warriors team that has the likes of Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson. That team is just so good that it's going to be hard for me to see someone dethrone them until it actually happens. But I think if there was a team that could do it, it would definitely be this Cavs team as currently constructed, with Isaiah Thomas and with LeBron James playing at full strength. The addition of a guy like Isaiah Thomas is definitely going to help offset, you know, the loss of Kyrie Irving. And I think that adding Jay Crowder is definitely going to be something, it's going to be a factor in the playoffs, because Jay Crowder has shown that he can defend elite perimeter players like a Kevin Durant. So it'll be very interesting to see how this Cavs team matches up with this Warriors team, and I can't wait for the trilogy to continue, because I think the Cavs-Warriors rivalry is something that's going to mirror the Boston Celtics Los Angeles Lakers rivalry from back in the day. So I'm looking forward to it. Cavs fans, Warriors fans, you should be excited. We want all the top players at peak performance when they meet again in the finals. Alright guys, so if you guys like this video, you're going to want to do a few things. First, subscribe to us at HoopScoopTV. The second thing you're going to want to do is like this video, and the third thing you're going to want to do is leave a comment behind. We run all of our content based off of your guys' requests, so leave a comment behind and hopefully we can get to it. You know, we are trying to build a community of basketball fans, basketball lovers, and basketball players alike. So leave a comment behind, hopefully I can get to it and we can interact a little bit through the comments, through our Instagram page at HoopScoopTV. As always guys, this is Jake Wilbur with HoopScoopTV, and until next time, we out.